First, you guys have to read a disclaimer. This is so if any information I provide tonight later on it turns out to be different, please do not blame us, because we are, as of now, it is current, all the information that we are sharing with you. If tomorrow government change policy and you say, Thomas, how come last night you say different thing, tomorrow the government say different thing? Yeah, I wouldn't know, right? I'm not the government, right? So this is basically to tell you that we have checked the data, we have checked the numbers, it is current as of now, and many of the numbers tonight are using estimation as well as some level of assumptions. Let me just give you very quickly an overview of the Commodore itself before I talk about price and the location and the amenities around it, and why this is a project you may potentially want to consider. Okay, and more particularly, and then I think many of you are in here, you may be interested in one of my segment later on where I will talk about if a person, I'll do case study. Okay, I'll do a case study on a couple, all right, who maybe they are currently staying in their HDB flat and thinking of buying a unit in Canberra. Can they make it there or not financially? I'll show you some numbers through the case study. So those of you who are interested to find out what numbers it takes to move into a condo like this Commodore itself, please stay tuned to the end. Okay, you leave before that means you miss the numbers. So I would like you guys to all stay tuned and stay educated until the end, so that we have a good time together, as well as share you the final numbers of how you can potentially think about. I give you a couple of options towards the end in terms of a case study that I've crafted out based on a simple HDB upgrader profile. Okay, do stay tuned. Let me just quickly run through you this particular project. We have information of what are the units that are going to be built, all right, but we do not have information if you are typing in the chat group or whatever, any price list or not. Don't have. At this present moment of time, we are doing this as an educational seminar and to tell you more about the project, what you stand to gain if you invest in a project like this. However, we do not have a price list because it's not launched date yet. Okay, but you do check with any of our ERA teammates if you want more information. They'll be you check with them. They keep stay connected to them. They will have every opportunity they have information updates, they will update you. Okay, do connect with any of our ERA teammates. So this is just a spread, just to give you an idea. They do start off with 1 bedroom all the way until 5 bedroom, and they of course have penthouses along the way. Okay, so this is a good spread. Okay, it's going to cover every spectrum of the residential needs that you may have. You may be a single person, you may want to buy a small unit, right? You may be a big family, you may need 4 or 5 members in your family. You may want to consider the bigger unit or even the penthouses if the budget allows. Okay, good. Total of 219 units in this project, so good size. Okay, good living, which will give you quite a number of facilities that you enjoy, all right, in this particular, besides the fact that it is pretty near the MRT station. Now, so let me just go through you what is nearby. Let's find out about, we go nearby, then we zoom into the project, then we look at some of the things, price, the location, what's the potential like, right? Because tonight it is the map to success, right? I'm trying to map out the success for all of you. Okay, I'll talk about MRT, the amenities, the potential of growth, especially the potential part you need to pay attention for why this particular area in Canberra area is yeah, it has not really reached its full potential yet. Okay, and I'll highlight to you why so. Do stay tuned. Okay, let me show you what is nearby. The map will come out very shortly. Yeah, see, you're plenty. If you enjoy some retail therapy, Canberra Plaza, I think, is relatively new. You can do all your retail shopping there, okay, including groceries. If you take a short walk, you can potentially go to Sembawang Shopping Centre. Okay, and I particularly enjoy the roti prata beside the Sembawang Shopping Centre. I don't know whether you guys know there's a roti prata shop or not, or any of you have attended it before. If you did, yeah, you can just key number 2 in the chat group. Okay, if you have eaten the roti prata. Okay, you must be wondering, Thomas, why Commodore talk about condo, then you go and talk about prata? Because I'm a foodie, I enjoy food. Okay, so nearby the Sembawang Shopping Center, I know their prata. Oh, got white bee hoon as well. Oh, that's nice, Jennifer. Yeah, I enjoy prata more than white bee hoon. Okay, that's me. Then if you are a parent and you are looking for schools for your child, if you are going to locate in this particular Commodore condo itself, you see there are plenty plenty of schools around, right? Meaning, what I'm really saying is this, there are many schools around, meaning that you probably can take this area and stay in this area. Your children, the brothers, the sisters, all can go to the same school, and you can live in this area for long periods of time. Okay, and of course they highlighted right at the bottom left. Oh, a hot spring. This one, I think you can go and cook your eggs there and all that. It's just a for me, it's just a tourist spot now. Okay, but generally there are many things for you to enjoy. Okay, and if you are keen to go and visit a mega shopping center, you just take one station, you arrive at Yishun, okay, and you will be visiting this mega mall called North Point City, isn't it? Yeah, so ample therapy in terms of retail, ample food around there if you like to, if you are a foodie like me. Okay, so that's just the area itself, just a quick intro of the area. Now let's zoom in on more, I won't call it technical. Let's try to break it down into more layman terms, so many more of us can understand how it is performing in terms of its old district first. Let's look at the district first. Okay, in Singapore, for information, there are 28 districts in Singapore. 28. Okay, and this happens to be District 27. The more popular district, many of you will probably know, District 9 is Orchard Road area, District 10 is your 6th Avenue, Bukit Timah area. But District 27 is an up and coming area. Same for District 26, which is the Yishun side, and District 25, the neighboring District 25, 26, 27, which occupies the northern part of Singapore. Okay, and I will do a quick comparison what's happening in the respective districts. Okay, there we will put them side by side and compare. How is it performing as opposed to their neighboring districts? Okay, does Sembawang do better than Yishun? Does Yishun do better than Woodlands? Okay, I'll put them side by side so that you guys can have a view of make a decision for yourself. My job tonight is not to tell you how good. Of course, that's part of the presentation. My job is to give you data, give you information, okay, so that you can sit down, think about it, put all this together and see whether it makes a beautiful jigsaw puzzle called decision or not. Okay, if you can put the jigsaw puzzle together, all things suits your needs, then you can make an informed decision. My job is to give you the data, the information for you to piece it together, to find your own jigsaw puzzle that makes it a whole picture. Okay, that's my job tonight. So this is how did the OCR. In Singapore, we are broken up into 3 separate regions. Okay, one is called the core central region. This is where you find the most expensive property, like your Orchard Road property, Sentosa property. Then you move out to the rest of central region before you reach the outskirts, which is where we are talking about tonight, called the outside core central. Let's quickly see the numbers. Here you will see beautiful charts coming out already. So you will see in the OCR, I compare Singapore first. Okay, I compare all the areas in Singapore outside core central region, okay, versus the rest of central region versus your core central region. So the prices typically go up like that. If you look at the region, the closer you are to town, the more expensive it gets. Okay, in terms, and you can see it, all right, reflected in the prices. So you can see just 10 years ago, these are all the prices that we are talking about. 10 years later, these are the prices we are talking about. Okay, why am I showing you this? I'm showing you the difference of the price growth. Okay, so if you look, if you look in particular, these 2 areas, outside central region as well as the rest of central region, over 40% growth in terms of its median prices. This tells you property prices has grown. And then some of you were wondering, hey, property prices have grown, Thomas. Yes. Okay, that is a fact. Okay, is it very expensive? Let me put things in perspective to tell you whether property prices has really grown and has it really gone out of reach for you? Let me give you another statistics, which is not in my slide. Usually when we talk about whether the property prices has grown beyond the basics and fundamentals, okay, or rather people say, is there a property bubble in Singapore? How does bubble form? You know not? When the property prices grow faster than the fundamental, one very key thing we measure is your income, your salary growth versus the property price growth. Whether it has gone too fast in terms of property rises, okay, and then your salary, if you don't grow in tandem, then property becomes unaffordable along the way. True or not? So if your salary goes straight flat, and then the property prices keep going up. You notice as time goes by, the gap gets bigger and bigger as time goes by. That's a property bubble. I mean, it goes against fundamental. But for the past 10 years, I give you statistics, okay? Yeah, the property price index in Singapore for private property, okay, has grown slightly over 10%. Yeah, 13% to be exact. But your salary has grown 4 times. It's not 4 times, not 400%. It's 40% more. Okay, which means fundamentally the property prices grow this way, your pay also grow this way. In fact, your pay go faster. Okay, even though you may or may not have seen it, may or may not have felt it, the fact is the numbers are such. In the past 10 years, when we crunch 10 years of data, this is what comes out. Maybe another seminar I will share that particular chart with you guys. Okay, but tonight I just want to quickly go through. We are growing like 40%, which is reasonable, okay, in terms of the price growth. So District 25, 26, and 27, how are they performing respectively? Do you think among these 3 districts, let's 不要卖关子 already, let's show you. District 27, okay, surprisingly, which is the district that Canberra MRT as well as our the Commodore is sitting, okay, surprisingly it has done surprisingly well. Okay, I can attribute it to a recent launch. There was a recent launch in Canberra MRT area. Okay, so therefore I think that contributes to the particular rise in terms of the prices. Okay, but nonetheless, you can see on a whole basis, you will see the property prices has gone from 600 plus per square foot 10 years ago. I think it's 10 years, yeah, 2011 is 10 years ago, to like 1,002, okay, today, all right? So this one basically tells you our dear Sembawang, the District 27 is mostly Sembawang, right? Okay, the HDB flats as well as the condos have done relative to the other districts very well, okay? So it gets a thumbs up from us, all right? It gets a thumbs up from Thomas itself, in terms of the different district itself. So I do not have a chance to do a poll because I don't know why the webinar does not allow me to do a poll tonight. Okay, I will want to show you where the sweet spot is. Sweet spot in the property context, the sweet spot is the price bracket where you see most of the transaction happen. Why is Thomas discussing this? Because this was, they established the word called affordability. Many people can afford property in this particular bracket. Okay, so now let me ask, in the chat group on Facebook Live itself, let me ask this question. Okay, what do you think is a bracket that people can easily enter the private property market? Okay, I give you a few scenarios, okay? Below $1 million, okay? Below 1 mil. Okay, 1 million to 1.5 mil. Okay, or above 1.5 mil to 2 mil, which I give you 3 bracket only lah. Bracket 1 is below 1 mil, bracket 2 is 1 to 1.5 mil, bracket 3 is above 1.5 mil to 2 mil, right? Which do you think is the bracket that most people can afford? And that would be our sweet spot. Which bracket would that be? Okay, some of you are saying 2 mil. I'm seeing a lot of 1 to 1.5. Okay, 2 mil, yes, 1 to 1.5. Yes, I'm seeing this. Hi, those of you on Facebook Live, hello. Okay, welcome to the session with Thomas to talk about this particular project in the north called the Commodore, which is 2 minutes walk away from Canberra MRT Station. Okay, let's show you. 不要卖关子 already, right? Every time you see Thomas, he say 卖关子. Okay, show you. Many of you are correct because you will see the bracket 1 to 1.5. These are numbers, these are data that we draw out, okay? And we have sources. I have my research team to help me do all this data crunching. Thomas not so brilliant and don't have so much time to go and crunch all the numbers. Okay, this one all my guys are doing for me so that I can make a very informed decision for all of you to see. So now, many of the transactions happens here, not just here, and here too. Okay, so many of you are correct, you know. Okay, up to the $2 million, there's quite a number of transactions. Okay, in fact, the most transaction. But between the 2 brackets, you look at the green bar. The green bar in particular, this is what I call our SS. What's SS? It's the sweet spot. Okay, the spot where people can afford. Meaning, what most of the people who earn median income. Okay, and I'll show you statistics. what are some of the median income based on their age group, because I need that to do case study later on. I'll show you numbers later to say why this is a sweet spot, because, okay, many people can afford in this particular bracket. Okay, good. Let's move on. Depleting stocks in our OCR area, and this is a phenomenon that is seen across Singapore now. Outside the central region, my stock is dropping fast, meaning the developer usually enjoy pretty relatively good sales, okay, because it's got good fundamentals. Remember I mentioned earlier, property prices, even though it's rising, your income is rising as well. That's why people are still picking up properties along the way, right? And you must also recognize the fact despite the pandemic year in 2020 to 2021, and even right now when we go into stabilization phase, right, has our property really gone quiet, or the property market still relatively vibrant? Right? You guys probably know the answer more than I, right? If not, you guys won't be listening to this thinking about buying property as an investment, isn't it? Okay, for many of you, so you will notice, that's why you are here, to educate yourself, see whether this is a good project for you to enter, isn't it? You will notice in 15 to 16 months time, we will deplete the stock. If we do not top up the stock, developer don't buy land, okay, in 15 months time, we'll run out of new properties already, okay? In the RCR, it's worse. In 12 months time, gone, yeah. Okay, in 1 year's time, if we do not replenish stock in the area, okay, I give you some areas that is RCR that is quite popular. Toa Payoh, your Balestier area, okay? So these are the areas that you potentially could run out of stock pretty fast, okay? Okay, it could be due to the lack of land in the first place. That's why lack of launches in the area. Okay, but the OCR, a lot of launches, but also a lot of absorption in terms of the demand itself. Then CCR got a lot of stock. CCR got a lot of stock. Okay, number one, CCR, you must understand the demographics. Many of the buyers, not just Singaporeans, they also have quite a big volume of quite a big number of foreigners. But now foreigners are not in Singapore per se, okay, because of the travel restrictions, right? So therefore, it's a little bit difficult for the transaction to rise. Yeah, but can I ask everyone in this room itself, do you expect the government to lift the travel measures so that more foreigners can come to Singapore? Do you believe that? Do you think we are heading that direction or not? If your answer is a yes, right, which is what they are trying to convince us on TV, right? If your answer is a yes, means what? When the borders open, will the foreigners come next? Then once the foreigner come, this sector will improve in terms of its absorption. Okay, I hope it makes sense to all of us. But tonight it's not talking about CCR. Tonight let's concentrate on OCR, our District 27, okay, and our OCR side, what is really happening. Yeah, the other factor that is probably hindering people in the CCR is the quantum, as rightly pointed out. Someone on Facebook has rightly pointed it out. Okay, so for the 1-bedroom unit, let's do some comparison. All right, I just want to show you it's really running down in terms of stock level. Okay, so this will basically tell you that the stock is dropping and dropping and dropping along the way, and there are not many stock left, okay, of developers trying building 1-bedroom. But the good news is the project that we are looking at tonight, Commodore. Just now you saw the units, right? Yeah, it's got quite a good number of 1-bedroom, if you are thinking of it. And the good news is the developer is very, very sensible, okay, and sensitive to the market, because he knows that he's launching in Sembawang. It's a HDB estate, okay? So he's not trying to outprice everybody and try to make a huge profit out of this. He needs to survive, he needs to make a profit. This one we do not deny, okay? But you must also recognize the fact that he is pricing his 1-bedroom starting from 7XX. What does the XX mean? I also don't know. Okay? We are not given the information yet. Only our dear developer knows this. Okay? And once we have information, we will review it to you. Once we are able to review. So my point is this. If you guys are really interested in this project, please stay connected with our ERA Trusted Advisor. Any of your agent friends from ERA who invited you here, please remember to stay connected with them. Drop them a WhatsApp, okay? Yeah, I don't think they mind if you drop them a text every week. Hey, how 出来了没有？价钱出来了没有？价钱出来了没有？ Is the price out? Is the price out? I don't think they mind, Okay? Yup. Okay, so please stay connected and let me show you what the developer has paid for. This is public data. You can search for this data on your own. Developer paid 644. Is that expensive? In today's context, no more. Later I show you in the northern part of Singapore what has happened with one plot of land, and you will see whether this is developer trying to make a lot of money off you or not. You think about it. Like I say, tonight is all about data and information I'll share you. Okay, our dear Commodore is here, 644. Okay, the most recent tender in the north that closed is this one, Lentor Central. Of course, it's closer, slightly closer to town compared to the Commodore. It's in District 26, which is our Yishun area. Okay, nearer to, I think it's between Ang-Mo-Kio and Yishun. Okay, so this is the Lentor side. But you look at this, between these two. Okay, you judge for yourself whether you're buying an expensive product or not. Okay, you judge for yourself whether it's an expensive. But that's not all I'm going to compare for you, That's not all. You look at what is beside it, the cheaper one. These two are not Condo. These two are EC. Can see? So even the EC land prices are relatively higher now. Okay, they used to buy at $500 per square foot. Now they also pay $600 per square foot. And you must remember, let me give you a very quick rundown of some of the pricing mechanism before it launches, right? The base price is obviously the land costs. Okay, after the developer buy the land, the developer need to put in construction costs for you, right? Before they build, they need to put in money to build, right? There's construction. He need to pay his contractors, right? And his subcontractors. After he put in his construction costs, all right, does the developer, if he borrows money from the bank to build that construction itself, he would have some interest and holding costs, right? And legal fees as well. Then when they sell the property, they engage people like Thomas to sell the property. They have to pay us marketing fees, right? Which is a very small portion, by the way, in case you all think we make a lot of money. No, Then the other thing that you need, the contractor need to, the developer need to think of is after he add all the construction costs, materials, everything at EA, do you think the developer deserve a little profit for himself? Yes? Then that will add up to your whatever you have to pay, right? Your $1,000 over that you have to pay per square foot. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so this is how the very quick pricing mechanism works, all right? In a very layman term, I'm trying to explain to you without going into technicalities. Okay, so that basically tells you our dear 1.2K per square foot. This is really bought by a developer, okay, who is going to launch in future. If you go based on my mechanism of calculating, his land already costs 1.2. All right. I refer to this website called 𝐻prop. Some of you may have seen their services. Their break even. Let me show you their break even. Their break even price according to 𝐻prop is estimated to be 1,009. All right, 1,009 per square foot. Okay. I have strong suspicion they may hit the 2,000 mark. As a launch, not just 1,009. That's just break even, because break even is not making money yet. Break even is all the costing set in only. So the developer, like I said, must the developer add in some money, right? Even if the developer make 10% profit, 10, which is very lean already. Okay, you think 1,009 is about 1,009. You add $200 to it. The developer got to launch 2001. Lentor, okay, Lentor, okay, everyone. Yeah, so. Anything below that, and I'm pretty sure our District 27 Commodore is not going to launch at $2,000 per square foot. Okay, that is for sure. All right. So you guys know whether it's a good deal or not. So what does it mean to me? Okay, what does it mean to you? When the land costs keep escalating for that matter. This is me, coined by Thomas. Prices in future will likely head north. So good lah. Prices were like this because here we are talking about 1.2K is land cost and break even is 1,009. Okay, this one, your price point here is only what? Your price point here is only 644. Okay, even if I add in construction costs. Okay, everything being equal. Just now you saw the website, right? 1,002 is the land, right? But their break even is 1,009. Okay, per square foot. If I take the same calculation, and assuming they use the same material, they use the same contractor and all that, this one is approximately $700 more, right? So if I add in $700 for construction, material, everything else, hey, we are talking about 1,003, 1,004 per square foot, right? Maybe 1,003, 1,004 as a break even. Okay, then based on that, you will know the developer is going to launch something higher because he needs a little bit of profit for himself to feed. You need to feed your family. Developer also got family to feed. All right, you understand? So therefore, this is basically a break-even analysis in terms of price point. So all I'm saying is this: you can decide for yourself whether it's a good deal or not. Okay, yeah, because all I'm giving you is data. All I'm giving you is data, and you can see what is going to come and return to this. You can see what is coming. Right? And it's also in the north. So if you enter anything lower than what is coming, you got a good deal lah. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Now let's look at location. I think many of you will be interested to look at location itself, and I'll also show you, okay, what is the exit strategy that you can think about. MRT. Everybody loves MRT. Okay. Who don't like MRT? Who doesn't like MRT here? You can put it down in the chat group. You can put down number 3 in the chat group if you don't like to take the MRT station. You like to be driven. You like walk. You like to jog. You like to the cycle. Maybe you don't like MRT. I don't know. Okay. For me, it's very simple. All right. If there's MRT station, if I live next to the MRT station, I'll probably take MRT more than I drive. Okay. Even though I have a car. Yeah. Because it's that convenient to get around, and I don't need to worry about parking. Right. Especially if I need to go down to CBD, I don't like to drive. I like to take the MRT station. Okay. So that's basically me lah. I don't know about you. That's me. Okay. Now, how many minutes is the walk? How far it is? Based on the map by street directory, it's 250 meters. Okay, so if you cut through the MRT station, okay, okay, Jennifer says it takes 3 minutes to walk there. I hope so. I hope it's 3 minutes. Yeah, actually walking is quite subjective lah. I can say I take 2 minutes. Jennifer say 3 minutes. Okay, someone who a little bit more elderly says 4 minutes. You know, but at the end of the day, it is near enough for you to walk. That's all I'm saying. Okay, whether you're tall, short, your legs long, not long. It takes some, everybody is relative, right? 2, 3, 4 minutes. The good news is it's within walking distance. That's all I'm saying. Okay, you cut through the HDB estate, you will be able to reach your Canberra station easily. Okay, so what's the perks of living near MRT station? Let's look. Let's look at the potential. Let's look at a case study. What I've done is this. I've grouped together a couple of some projects that is within 500 meters to Canberra. And I look at condominium, the performance of condominiums for performance of their prices for condos that is more than 500 meters away. Okay, I'm trying to do this two comparison. So listen to my basket. First basket is within 500 meters. Okay, which is where our dear Commodore is, right? The other basket is above 500 meters. Let's look at how the existing projects are performing. Okay, let's bring them in. Okay, so the first basket I'm going to show you would be the basket that is within basket. Sounds like I'm scolding people, right? Sorry. The first basket of condos that I put together would be those that is above, within 500 meters. Okay, let me bring them out. Within the Canberra 500 meters. Can anyone guess what is the project? There are 2 projects I found that is within 500 meters to Canberra MRT station, similar to Commodore. Can you guys think about it? Okay, Water Garden is one. That's brand new as well. Existing, I'm measuring existing one, Jennifer. Existing project. That means people living in it. Eh? It's a old resale condo already. I don't want to talk about new condo. Resale. Can anyone remember? Brownstone, okay? Brownstone here. Angeline says, Yishun, Sapphire, Visionaire. Oh, you are naming all the projects in Yishun, eh? 8 courtyard. Okay, within 500 meters, show you Sapphire and Emerald. Okay, very good try. Very good try, everybody. Thank you for your participation. Okay, good try. Okay, but these are the 2. And I'll show you why am I showing you this thing? Because I want to show you the effects of being in close proximity to the MRT station. That's what I'm trying to establish tonight. Okay, there I show you 2 more projects. Freehold, but away from MRT station, more than 500 meters away. But less than 1 kilometers though. Okay, so if you got 20 minutes to spare, you can walk. If you got 20 minutes to spare, you can walk from Sensoria, Salitaris, all the way to Canberra MRT station if you like. Okay, so how did these projects perform? Okay, the orange line, okay, represents more than 500 meters. The blue line represents within 500 meters. Okay, so above 500 meters, the property did perform well, relatively well. It grew 8.4%, okay, over a period of 2 years. approximately 2 years. Then our dear near MRT station one, those that is Yishun, Sapphire and Emerald, right? Yeah, it's a healthy 14.5% growth in terms of its price growth. So, what is Thomas trying to tell us? Live near got advantage now, everyone. Yo or Mayo. If you think yo, please type in number 3 in the chat group. Live near MRT got advantage now. If you think so, 3 lah. Type in 3 in the chat group. Okay? Yeah, so this is basically using data to show you, okay, how the projects are performing when you are very close to MRT station versus you're not so close to the MRT station. This is what I'm trying to establish, in terms of its effect. Okay, then of course, near MRT station, what is very easy for you to find in MRT station if you choose not to stay there. Let's say it's not your family home anymore. You choose to upgrade to another place, but maybe you want to keep this condo if you can afford it as investment. You will have no problem finding these people, isn't it? When it's very close to the MRT station. So I just ask this question. Which one is easier? Is it easier if you are near the MRT station to find tenants, or you want to go and buy solitaries and hope to find the same tenant? If you are the tenant, does it matter to you whether the project is number 1 near the MRT station? Does it matter to you if you are the tenant and you don't drive? If it matters to you, okay, then it matters to everyone else, isn't it? In terms of, then you buy something that's near the MRT station, okay? Does it matter to you as a tenant? Let me ask again. Does it matter to you whether the property you buy is freehold or leasehold or 99? If you are the tenant. Correct? The tenant is only worried about how close are you? Are you furnished or not furnished? How young is your condo? What's the facility inside, right? Okay, and can I walk to the MRT station? And more importantly, the tenant will be thinking to themselves, okay, this condo, can I save some money in terms of not buying a car and take the MRT station instead? Okay, so therefore, I don't think I need to sell you MRT station effect. I don't think I need to convince. So my question to you guys is this. Do you think the Commodore will benefit from the Canberra MRT station effect? That is for you to decide for yourself. My job is just to show you a glimpse of using data to show you what the picture will look like in future. You decide for yourself whether it makes sense to you or not. Okay, good. Next, I want to talk about the BTOs Enclave. You'll be talking, Thomas, you talk about condo. How come talk about BTO flats? Very important point. Okay, very important point, especially if you are thinking of exiting. Because you will need to know if the more HDB that you have around your condo, okay, the more vibrant your prices will be, okay, and you can exit easily in the future. If you choose one day not to hold on to this property for whatever reason, I can almost guarantee you your exit strategy is more or less guaranteed. Exit meaning you can find a potential buyer pretty easily. Okay, pretty easily. So let me show you some of the projects, some of the BTO flats around our Commodore itself. Number 1, we will see there are this cluster. Okay, but that's not the class. That's a recently launched BTO flats, But you notice there are many other clusters around in terms of other HDB estates. Okay. Oh no, maybe this side is not HDB estate. Sorry. Okay, this side is not HDB estate. Okay. So what is the relationship? What I'll try to establish for you is the relationship. If the HDB owner were to sell their flat after they have hit M.O.P, they would need to figure out what to do with their money, right? And find out their next roof. Okay, if I'm a HDB, can I ask in this particular room itself, even on Facebook Live, you can answer if you want to. Can I ask, any of you got aspiration to upgrade to condo or not? If you stay in a HDB flat, do you have aspiration to move to a private property? If your answer is yes, type 4. Do you have the aspiration like me? Okay, I want to stay in a condo. Okay, I want to stay in a private property. Wow, many of you have the same aspiration as Thomas. Okay, why? Because 我们流的是新加坡的血 we bleed the same blood. Okay, we are brought up with the same value and principle. As an Asian, I'm always, as a Singaporean, I'm taught, okay, you can lose a job, but you cannot lose the roof over your head. That's why we are very big on home ownership and not so much on rental, isn't it? Okay, so Yeah, many of you have the same aspiration of you. So let me show you the instances. If the HDB owner were to sell their HDB flat, right, they will be thinking, what's my next roof? And if I show you the possibility for you to move to a condo, okay, later, stay tuned, the numbers are coming, all right, then let me give you the idea, okay, of possibly moving to a condo that is within minutes to the MRT station with lots of retail and F&B around, and then very easily you can exit, okay, if you choose not to have this condo anymore, because there'll be many other HDB owners around you who may be thinking of upgrading into your condo. You get what I mean? Okay, yeah. So yeah, Selena is also making a good point. Nearby landlord may also wish to right size, right? Wow, Selena is very very nice with the words. I use the word downgrade. Okay, you don't want big house anymore. Your children grew up from your landed property, your big semi-D already very big already, right? Then your children all grow up, go and have their own HDB flat or their own private property, move out. Then two person, lao kok kok, old man, old woman, then they may choose to right size, as what Selena is saying. Okay, I choose to use the word downgrade lah. Alright, then they may choose to go and downgrade to a smaller condo or maybe even a HDB flat in that area. Okay, yeah. So these are ideas I'm sharing with you. Okay, towns that is around the condos that has got a lot of HDB around there, usually very vibrant in terms of its transactions. Okay, usually. Okay, simple because of that. Let me so. When my guys show me this, I'm saying, wow, Commodore really something, because you are totally surrounded with so many HDB estate. Okay, so there's really no lack of buyers if you choose to exit that area, choose to exit that condo, because like I said earlier, and I asked for a quick show of hands, right? Who wants and aspires to own a private property? And many of you have actually said, I have the same aspiration, isn't it? Okay, that's good. Okay, that's basically it. All right, I'm just trying to show you the possibilities. If you are thinking, buy already, can exit or not in future, no problem. Okay, it's not really an issue, right? With the HDB upgrade, you have a big pool of people. Let me show you a case study of what happened in Hyde Park residences. This is some parts, a condo that was TOP recently. Okay, and the surrounding HDB actually went into I won't use the word jack up, but it actually caused a very big shift in terms of volume and prices in Hyde Park residences when the HDB flats reach M.O.P. Okay, let's show you the effect. Okay, let's show you the correlation between price versus and the volume when you are surrounded. Okay, I'm taking Hyde Park residence as a sampling. What happened when Hyde Park residences hit its TOP in 2019? Okay, this is what happened. The M.O.P people came in to buy in a bigger wave. When you see, my condo just reached TOP, right? There you see the recent area. Okay, 2019 also got people hit and already crossed their M.O.P. All of you know what's M.O.P, right? HDB flat is M.O.P is 5 years. All right, you take the keys, you have to stay for 5 years, right? After 5 years, can you sell a flat? Yes. After 5 years, can you go and buy condo? Yes. Okay, so many of them, what they did is they sold their HDB flat, they cash out their money. Okay, later I'll show you a sample of how you can do that, and then they move into the nearby condo if that is the area that they are comfortable with. Okay, and many of people, I show you some demographics, some behavior. Many of the people who buy into the same area is because they like the area already. They want to stay in the same area, but they want to upgrade their houses. So if I'm a HDB flat owner, I want to go into a condo, isn't it? If I'm a condo, maybe I'll choose to upgrade to a landed property in that particular area, right? Okay, or people can do vice versa, right? Like what one of your friends have said earlier, right? People may choose to downsize also, right size they call it. Okay, so this is basically to show you, establish the fact that once the HDB flat reaches M.O.P, the condo near it will have more vibrancy. We have more transactions in the area, and it's established. You see, between HDB, the people who buy Hyde Park residences, okay, when it reaches its TOP itself, the people who went to buy, right, that means the person who reaches TOP, they sell to a HDB buyer more than a private property buyer. That's all I'm saying, out of the 200 over transactions. Okay, so this is your exit plan, everyone. This is your exit strategy. Okay, for especially for Commodore, you basically there's not an issue you want to exit that particular place. Okay, so the conclusion is if you see more potential upgraders, good for you. Okay, because that's really forming the demand that will buy your Commodore itself. That will pick up your Commodore unit. So that's what. So now shall we enter into a phase? Okay, where you want to know how you can upgrade? Yes or no? You have to stay tuned lah. Not yet. Okay. So you say, hello, Thomas lah. Okay, I'm not showing you the numbers yet. It's coming because I've got other good stuff to share you first lah. Okay, I will show you very quickly now. This part I will run really fast because I know many of you are interested in my case study, right? Yeah. So I will run through very fast what's happening in the north. Okay, show you some northern. So Commodore obviously is found in northern region in terms of its planning. Okay. So in the north itself, let's zoom in on Sembawang, what's happening in the north and in general, okay, as well as what's happening specifically in Sembawang itself. Let's look at some of the development in the north itself. We have got 2017, we got a mega mall called North Point City coming to Yishun itself. Okay, and that's obviously integrated with North Park Residences, right? Many of you would have seen that. Okay, then 2019 is our MRT nearest to Commodore opened. Okay, and of course last year it saw the Canberra Plaza. So what I'm saying is this: the Canberra MRT, Canberra Plaza, it really drove the vibrancy up. Okay. You know, right? When facilities, infrastructure come to your town, the area will become more vibrant. Don't you think so? If today you stay in a town, don't have MRT station, I bring the MRT in. Like you can see this in Thomson Plaza. I used to visit Thomson Plaza in Upper Thomson Road. Wow, it's like, sometimes you go on weekdays, it's like 小猫三两只, only a few cats around, only a few people shopping in that area, right? Now the MRT station is nearby, right? You will notice, the more increase in footfall, the more got more people. So what I'm saying is this: when public transportation comes to your doorstep, naturally the area become more vibrant. There'll be more people moving around. There'll be more food establishment. Okay, the retail shops will be happier. Okay, for that. So Canberra is like that lah. The MRT came, so it became vibrant. Oh, the plaza came, then it became more vibrant. All right, everybody in Canberra will be very excited now. Okay, if you stay in Canberra, I think you'll be equally excited as me now. Anybody here in this room, you stay in Canberra area, in Sembawang, Canberra area? 有没有? Hopefully I see. Yeah, anyone here? No response already. Okay, there are some people. Dave, Yvonne, yes, thank you. Okay, so there are some folks who may be thinking of what's happening in the north. Then you will notice last year also we had the TOP, the opening of Wood Square, which is an office building, okay, near Woodlands itself. Then we also have obviously the announcement and as well as the completion and the opening of our MRT station. In the this is called the TEL line, is Thomson East Coast line, I think. Yeah. So let's look at what did some of this infrastructure that went into the town, what did it do to the condo prices in the area that we are familiar with, that we are going to talk about. Okay, so let's look at some of the transformation effects itself. Wow, you like my animation? I also like it. Okay, so you can see what's happening is this. Along the way, I'll show you the timeline. This is what's happening in the past, let me see, 7 years or so. Right? 7 years ago, our TEL line say, okay, we are building the MRT station. All right. Then along the way, North Point, I already mentioned some of these, right? Into the opening and all that. So as time went by, when more and more infrastructure open, when you see this kind of thing happening, you see the price slowly. I draw a linear curve. I don't need to go through all the ups and downs because in between got COVID. Then in between got cooling measures and all that. I'm not going to go through all that. But you see our dear prices has gone up like 70%. Okay? So all I'm saying is this. Did the infrastructure announcement and the insertion of building like malls, office, your plazas, did it have an impact on the area? Okay, it's a very obvious sign. It did. Because numbers don't lie, right? Okay, it has gone up in terms of its median prices. Okay, in general. So this is what happens when you have infrastructure being put in the area itself. Okay, and 2021 is actually a good year All right, because 2021 we saw quite a number of transactions. Yep, possibly because of the launch before this, right? Okay, and some of you have mentioned the name. So let me group them up. Okay, before when the TEL was announced in 2014, right? Yeah. Okay, the area saw some activity in terms of its units itself. When more things are announced, and especially when malls come, when the interchange are up and running, when you see officers around there, okay, the volume also went up. Okay, and especially this particular year itself with a new launch there, okay, together with the Commodore effect, I'm pretty sure this area will do even better. Okay, will do even better. So what's next? Still got thing, they are not done. The government is not done, you know. The government is implementing other things, you know. The regional center that someone mentioned, right? Jennifer is talking about regional. It's not a done deal yet. They still have more things to build, you know. Okay, so they're going to add in more facilities, more infrastructure in the area, and you would know Woodlands in future will be connected, right? To go to JB via our MRT stations, isn't it? I think this all I think this is all public news. You want, you can go and Google it. So the north will become, okay. Besides that, Bukit Canberra. Let me finish all this first. I'm so excited when I talk about this. In the north itself, you will notice that the government is putting resources, putting money, okay, to build up that area, to make it a place whereby you can work, you can live, and you can play. Okay, they really look into the township and develop the entire northern region, okay, for comfort living for all our citizens in Singapore. So now, this is what happened. This is the same chart I showed you earlier, right? It has grown 70%. Yes? Yeah. So, Thomas is taking the liberty now to show you, okay, potentially what can happen in the next day. This part is prediction. Please don't hold me liable and hold me responsible if it does not happen, okay? Yeah, but in the next 10 years, I think we will enter, because once the infrastructure kick in, there is time for prices to grow even further. Because sometimes during construction, especially MRT construction, it takes very long, right? People may not move into the area yet, you know. Because why? There's noise. There's noise and there's dust, isn't it? During construction. Once it's done, now we are pretty much done, okay, with the MRT line, which is the major construction. Now we go into the growth phase, okay, and very high chance the property prices will continue to climb in the area. Simply because, number one, I mentioned already, the number of HDB upgraders around there. Number two, the effects of the infrastructure that the government has put in, right? Whether it's MRT station, the malls, okay, or the plaza, or even the office building. Yes, so all this will create vibrancy in the area. It's very important, a town, if you really want to get into the town, get out of the town after X number of years as a form of investment, it's very important you see vibrancy. Okay, you see vibrancy in terms of numbers as well as transaction volume. Okay, good. Can you imagine how the price of Commodore? This one is just me asking you a question. You go and think about it. Okay, because every time I share with you a pointer, okay, it's really up to you. My job is to only give you data, give you insights, and hopefully give you some pointers. Your job as a consumer, that's why you're in this seminar, right? Pick up information, learn already, see whether it forms the jigsaw puzzle that answers all the questions that you have. Okay, so I hope this one gives you a better idea. So again, I say it's an upgraders area. So now, this is the part you guys want to stay on and listen to. I'll show you, if you are thinking, I'll give you two scenarios. I'll give you some basic assumptions that I make in the following slide. So I'm sharing with you now a couple, a typical HDB couple staying in Sembawang, thinking of moving to the Commodore. Is it reachable or not? Okay, how many of you think it's possible? I bought a 4-room flat. Let's say I bought this 4-room flat, 280,000 in 2011. Okay, and I want to think about whether I can afford, okay, after selling my HDB flat, whether I can afford to move to the Commodore, a condo with facilities and so near to the MRT station. Do you think it can be done or not? Do you think it can be done? If you think it can be done, okay, yes, can, yes. Hey, nobody say don't know. Hey, all of you say can, then I no need to give you numbers already, what? You're already convinced already. Then I no need to show you whether can or cannot. Eh? Then Thomas can 收工 can 回家 already. Then you see, got people ask, Jennifer is asking, sure or not? As long as you're still employed and employable, huh? Maybe, right? So let's look. Let's not grasp the air. Okay, I don't like to pull things from the air and claim. Let's see whether it's really doable though. Okay, and if you, I'll give you two scenarios. One is you sell your HDB, can you upgrade to Commodore? Okay, and I'm just doing some estimation in terms of prices because I do not have the price list from Commodore, right? I'm just looking at the, just now remember I talked about the sweet spot. I'll just work on the sweet spot itself. Okay, number two, I will also say if this couple has saved their money over the years and they have some spare cash on top of the cash they're going to receive from selling their HDB flat, can they make a other decision of buying, instead of one condo, maybe they top up a little bit more cash and go for two condos instead? Let's see whether it can be done. Let's see for ourselves whether this can be done. Okay, number one. Okay, the assumptions I need to make, I need to tell you all first. Husband and wife, both Singaporean, very typical HDB profile, right? Both of them are 40 by the time they sell the HDB flat, which means the M.O.P back is 35, they started the M.O.P. Then after 5 years, 40 years old, they sell. Okay, meaning they book their flat possibly in their early 30s, which is a very typical Singaporean, right? Married in their late 20s, early 30s, they apply for flat, then 35, they got their keys, 40 years, they can sell their flat. Isn't it very typical? All I'm trying to give you is realistic example. I'm not trying to give you something that's idealistic. I'm trying to give you something that's realistic. Okay? Many of you are probably in the same scenario. Then they have used CPF to pay for their HDB, of course. Yes. And every month they also use CPF to pay for their installment. Is it typical, everyone? I'm giving you typical examples. I'm not giving you something that is very, very hypothetical. It's very typical. All right. And of course, they do not have a car loan. They do not have any other credit card loans, etc. So they can fulfill their TDS. I'm trying to show you. Okay. Right now, they earn 7K a month. Is this doable? Each of them earn 7K? And you must be wondering, hey, can or not? 7K, where your data come from? Show you lah. Show you where my data come from. Okay? My data came from MOM, Ministry of Manpower. When they do the contributions and they look at the median pay of someone in their 40s, okay? 40 to 44. The median pay is, okay? $7,000. All right, I'm working on median, okay, for professionals, assuming they are office workers. Okay, so this is looking at professionals living in HDB flat in Sembawang, thinking of upgrading to Commodore. Okay, I don't bore you with this. Now, assuming the couple sell today, 2021. Okay, they got their flat. Okay, now they are selling in 2021. Current prices. Okay, if they current price, we checked, okay, or rather my team checked, 490,000. They bought 280, now they sell 490. Not too bad, right, everyone? They stand on a perfect gain, or paper gain of 200, and they bought 280, now they sell 490, 210,000 Okay, but that's paper gain. How much do they really bring home? It's only 148 after returning the CPF, okay, and then after minusing all the costs, they still bring home approximately $140,000, $147,000 to be exact. Okay, they still, this calculation, if you want this to be done, our ERA trusted advisors, your ERA agent friends, all of them have a handphone application and they can calculate for you with the touch of a few buttons. So do talk to any of our ERA teammates so that we have an opportunity to share this information, this calculation with you guys. Okay? Okay, it's all in their application, their handphone. So based on this amount, now remember, everybody help me remember one thing. How much money did they make? 147 cash. Do they have CPF return? Of course. When you sell a house, of course, you got CPF return, right? Okay. I will not go into all this calculation because tonight is not a financial lesson, right? So based on their income of 14,000, we also use the calculator to predict how much they can borrow, like, assuming they do not have car loan, no credit card loan, nothing. Okay, they actually can afford a property and loan maximum 1.6 mil, and their property prices can go right up to 2.2 mil. All I'm saying is this, okay? You can stretch all the way to buy a property at 2.2 mil. But if this couple is called Mr. and Mrs. Tan, Thomas will tell Mr. and Mrs. Tan, do not stretch like that. That's not the way you invest in property, isn't it? Go and buy something that is way cheaper, okay, and way affordable for both of you. Then you don't need to be so stressed. In case one of you want to stop work, then no need to be so kanchiong. True or not? Okay, I want to practice even though if you buy two, I'm happy lah. But you buy one, I also happy. All I want to do is make sure you are prudent in making your financial decision, especially buying property, which is one of the most expensive thing you can ever buy in your life. True or not? So we don't want you to make mistake. Okay, even you can buy 2.2 mil. Thomas tell you to buy how much? Let's see. If you only make decision and you don't have a lot of savings, why don't you buy 1 mil only? You don't go and buy too expensive property. Okay, even though you can go. The issue I see here is this. If you can do 2.2, you stretch to 2.2. My worry is one of you decide to stop work. Okay, or one of you got let go, for example. Then I think we are in trouble. True or not? If you stretch yourself so thin. Okay? But if you are very prudent, you can buy a $2 million property, but you only buy a $1 million property. Okay? Assuming you go for Commodore 2-bedder and all that. Alright? So, I do not know the price list. This is purely hypothetical example. Hypothetical. Let me put down here. Hypothetical. Hypothetical. I don't know how to do my spelling. So sorry. Okay, so sorry, my spelling is bad, man. Hypothetical. I hope I spell it correctly. Yeah, okay. I must go back to primary school already. Then learn again how to do math question for Helen and Ivan with 20-cent and 50-cent coins. Okay, thank you, Jennifer. Okay, hypothetical. Right, let's just take a hypothetical amount, 1 million. Remember, Commodore starts from 7XX, 700 plus. So I think 1 million, I can easily get a 2-bedder lah. Okay. The down payment obviously is 5%, which is our 50K. Right. And add another 25% for the full down payment because the bank will only loan me 75% max, isn't it? To buy a private property. And of course, all of you know, right? You must also pay stamp duty, isn't it? Yes, you must pay stamp duty. So can I ask everyone tonight? Can I just quickly ask everyone? Oh, I think you guys are not seeing my pointer on the slides here. It's okay. Can we take a quick 5-second? I stop the share. I share again. Okay, everyone? I hope you guys don't mind this. Yep. Let me just quickly share again. Yeah. Oops. Why am I seeing this? Okay, so I hope you guys can see clearly now what I'm trying to show you guys, okay, in terms of my screen. Okay, so now 1 million is what I go for. 50K I pay, 200 I have to pay some more. Okay, of course the rest I can use CPF if I have. Okay, and stamp duty must pay or not? Of course, stamp duty of course must pay, right? And of course assumption is I can loan 75% for this couple itself. So someone help me, please. Someone help me. What is the total amount I need to settle? These three things. Someone help me do a quick calculation for this. Oops. Someone help me do a quick calculation for this. How much these three things is in terms of down payment? I can calculate now lah. 250. Yes, thank you. 274,600. Okay, this is what I need to pay in order to own this house, assuming I get the 750 loan, which is typically not a problem based on a $14,000 income, isn't it? Okay, remember this. So this is our down payment. Alright, this is our down payment. Now, remember earlier, if you can recall, how much money did they make from selling their HDB flat? Can anyone recall? How much money did they make? That means after deducting everything, still got how much money go into their approximately 147K, isn't it? Yes? And then I also quickly give you the numbers of CPF that is returned to them based on typical example. So the idea is this. How much funds do they have? They have $257,000. All right, CPF and cash combined, they have 257. What they need to move to a condo, a 2-bedroom condo in Commodore, is 274. Okay? Yeah. Are the numbers very close, my friends? Are the numbers close enough? Huh? If you think the numbers are close enough, then you need to top up a little bit, right? So my question to you, the very important question I have for you is this. Do you think they can upgrade to Commodore or not? This HDB owner. Do you think can upgrade to Commodore or not? Can make it or not? Can make it or not? If your answer is can, is it a high risk or not? Is it high risk or not? When they can buy a property at 2.2 mil, but they only spend 1 mil to buy property. High risk or low risk? Some of you say high risk, some of you say, most of you say low risk. Yes, Anthony nailed it. Everything you invest got risk. But can we take what we call a calculated risk? Possible? Okay? I highlight to you again what's calculated risk and how to lower your own risk. Number one, when you enter, do you know when to exit now? Do you can exit easily or not? Of course, right? I explained to you the effects of being near a HDB estate means you can exit easily. Okay? Is it important, even if you don't stay in a place in future, let's say you get another place, is it important for you to be able to rent it out quickly and find a tenant? Is it possible at Commodore? Yeah, you think for yourself. Okay? Is the area vibrant or not in terms of its development? Okay? Think about it. Yes. All right? Frankie, 40 years old can loan 75%? Can. Yeah, you can stretch to the age. The bank allow you to repay, most banks up to 65 if you borrow 75%. Okay, up to the age of 65, you can repay up to that. But of course, you don't need to wait so long lah. Lau Kok still want to pay loan, don't Frankie, better not lah. Yeah, all right. So that's basically talking about that, All right, so that's how it works. Now, if they have been saving over the years, I just want to stretch our imagination a little bit, everyone. Since I gave you the possible move for them to move into Commodore, I just want to stretch our imagination. What if in the 10 years that they have stayed in their, 5 years that they have stayed in their HDB flat, and the 5 years before that they were waiting, right? What if in that 7, 8, 9, 10 years of waiting for and staying in a HDB flat before they are able to sell, what if they have extra savings? Okay, what if they have some cash savings on their own? Maybe they put the money into equities, bonds, okay, stocks and shares, something that is liquid that can take out easily, or even in their CPF savings, isn't it possible, right? What if can they also consider buying 2 condos instead? Let's show you the finances, okay? All right, if they were to invest in a small condo called Commodore, which is our launch, okay? And I don't know what's the exact price. I'm just taking something in the middle, okay? I only know it's 7XX, okay? Yeah, I only know it's 7XX, I do not know whether it's 760, 750, 730 or whatever, okay? I'm just taking something in the middle, okay? 750, all right? Then we talk about a Yishun Sapphire, which is also within 500 meters walking distance. So either one you buy, you can rent out easily, okay? Either one, or you have a extra, really extra money after selling your HDB flat, maybe you can think about putting money into these 2 condos at the same time, okay? So I'll show you this particular example, then I'll wrap up for tonight, just to give you an illustration what kind of extra money they need to have if they really want to go for 2 condos instead of my earlier, more achievable example. If they can stretch, okay, if they can have extra cash, okay, I'm just stretching the imagination here. So everybody, if you are not in this position, don't do this. You do my first example, can? Okay? If you have extra cash, then you think about this example. Okay, possible example of buying condo 1, then buying another condo at the same time. And then my suggestion to you is if you want to look at this look at it in silo. Silo meaning husband pick up one, the wife pick up one. Okay, and there's a reason for that, because if you pick up two condos together, all right, as joint name, that means husband and wife buy condo A, husband and wife buy condo B, you got to pay ABSD. Okay, you have to pay this thing called additional buyer's stamp duty. But if husband pick up condo 1, the wife pick up condo number 2, then there's a possibility that you do not, each of you pick up your first property as a Singapore citizen, you do not need to pay ABSD. For more details and more information, you can always check with our ERA teammate, who are more than happy to sit down with you to do the numbers with you guys. Okay, all I'm really saying is this: if I add all these numbers up, I need to pay, the total payment is this amount. Okay, but remember just now I calculate we only have 250, so I need to top up another 200,000 plus. Okay, so if I have this money, I can think about stretching to go to 2 condos if I want to. All right, but should you do it? Up to you. Okay, only if you have extra money, then you think about this example. All I'm trying to do, Thomas is trying to do here is this: I want to give you the possibility of you owning a condo as a HDB upgrader. That is really achievable in my opinion. If you have some money to spare, okay, or let's say you got your parents say, I want to help you, okay lah, pang mang lah. How I wish my father give me some money, right? But he didn't lah. Okay, then I have to earn my own money to buy my own condo lah. So if someone gives me the money, and of course I'll repay him if he does that, then help me go into investment. Okay, then I can quickly think about this particular possibility. I just want to show you the numbers. Okay, you guys are adults, you guys can make decisions for yourself. And if you are really thinking about doing this, please sit down with our teammates, any of our ERA agents who invited you here. Please sit down, do a prudent, do a aggressive calculation if you want to, okay, and see which one suits your investment, property investment journey. Okay, all right, so let me wrap up by doing this. All right, again, I'm talking about the M.A.P. Anybody can remember what does M.A.P stand for now? At the beginning of my slide, I showed you what M.A.P stands for already. M is obviously our MRT effect, isn't it? How about A? Anyone can recall what's A? And what's P? Okay lah. Don't want to hold you back too long. It's already 9:15. I hope this 1 hour is money. I was going to say money well spent. You all don't pay a single cent to attend, right? Yet did you guys bring back some nuggets of information that is useful to you? I hope so. Okay, I hope so. Amy says A stands for amenity. Correct. Okay, Amy, correct. Yes, absolutely right. Later you can go to your fridge and eat an apple, Amy. Okay, P stands for potential. So let me just wrap up for you and show you in conclusion. All right, the Commodore actually carries, number 1, our MRT effect. Okay, number 2, you've got ample amenities around you. Okay, and of course, I've showed you the growth potential, the vibrancy of infrastructure going in, more buildings going in, more things happening in the area. It will create a lot of vibrancy in the area, and it will help your property prices in future. Okay, especially for the Canberra, Sembawang area. Okay, and of course, do you have a strategy to exit if you choose to in the future? The obvious answer is because, the answer is yes, right? Because of the amount of HDB upgraders around you, okay, that will support the demand for your particular condo called the Commodore. With that, I thank everyone for your attention. I hope you guys have received nuggets of information that will help you in your property journey. This is Thomas signing off and saying a very good evening and a good night to everyone here. I wish you good health, okay, and hopefully you find value in the presentation tonight. And any of you who needs more information about the Commodore, do look out for your ERA trusted advisor, who then can sit down and do the calculation I showed you earlier easily with you guys. Okay, with that, thank you and good night.